Hey everybody, what's up? UltraMag64 here, and it's time to ring in the new year with another vlog update. Now, excuse my voice because it is a little bit raspy and a little bit weak because I've been dealing with some sinus problems, but the show must go on. So, last month was December, the great gift-giving season, and my gift to you guys was questionable quality content. We kept going with the My Little Pony Puzzle Party game. The My Little Pony mobile app actually got an update, overhaul on the Let's Play side of things. Actually, both series kind of sort of started doing an experiment where I basically recorded several days worth of footage and then compiled it all into one episode of really good productive stuff that was done. And that was, I'm still trying to see if that's a good option for those series. I feel like it is. The My Little Pony Puzzle Party game, unfortunately, I haven't had a whole lot of time since its recording day is Tuesday, and I'm very busy on the weekends usually, recording everything else, so I sometimes don't have enough time to do what I want to do with that series. But the MLP app, on the other hand, is doing fairly well. I think it's finally got that spark again that's got a lot of people really happy that's back. I don't have, solid proof that that's the case, but at least I'm enjoying it more now that I've gotten into kind of a new, fresh groove. We'll see if it lasts, but so far, it's looking promising. And then we kept going with Rainbow Dash's Radical Adventures Through Space and Time, which is still going pretty strong. I'm enjoying the series. I think you guys are really enjoying the series. It's a really fun little wacky series that I like to do. We've gotten to the tail end, I believe, of the story. I haven't recorded this week's episode just yet, so I'm not sure where we are in terms of, the story. We just opened the last gate, the gate thing, and I haven't done anything yet. I planned on doing a few side things before we go tackling what I'm assuming is the last mission, but I'm not sure, and I'm not going to spoil myself to figure it out. But needless to say, you guys are really enjoying that. Another thing that ended in December was the Batman Telltale series, and I really enjoyed that. Granted, it was kind of a niche product on the channel and didn't really do gangbusters, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a very fun, very good game. It was definitely an interesting take on Batman, and I would really recommend it for anyone who wants to give it a shot. But yeah, that was a really fun little series. I can't wait to see if they have a season 2, because I'll definitely play that. But yeah, that was really fun. Another interesting thing that came out was Super Mario Run. And surprisingly enough, that didn't do nearly as well as I thought it would have done on the channel. I mean, it did good, and granted, it doesn't matter because Nintendo takes everything away from me when I upload it, but, whatever. I was actually surprised it did less than I thought it would, especially considering I did it on launch day, but, these things happen. And another game that launched in December was Shantae, half-genie hero, and good gravy, do I love that game. That game was super fun. I'm glad I got to stream it, and I really, really enjoyed it. It was just a blast, and I recommend it to anyone who loves Shantae or has a similar game taste to me where they're looking for a sort of Metroidvania-esque game with a little bit of Super Mario 3-ish worlds kind of built in. Then I would say pick up Shantae because good gravy, it's beautiful and it's fun to play. Speaking of things that were fun to play, we also got the Gravity Rush 2 demo, and man, that makes me super excited for Gravity Rush 2, which comes out this month on the 20th, so that's going to be super fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream of that or not, but I really love that game. It is really, really looking promising. I'm enjoyed the demo a whole lot. I love the form switching and the mode switching and being able to tailor the game kind of to your experience. I'm wondering if they flesh that out more in the full game, but from the demo, the taste I got of it was really good. And then one thing we actually did today was a Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon Red, and yeah, that turned out about as well as I expected, which, spoiler alert, not well at all. But I did have fun with it. And that kind of brought up an interesting topic. Maybe I should look into doing more Pokemon Nuzlockes. Now, I don't know, if I'll be able to do more, but I was looking into it and I thought, well, okay, I know there's a game out there called Ponymon, and that's kind of a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. And they have basically just replaced all the Pokemon with ponies, as far as I'm aware. And I thought, now, if I were to make a series of this, it would be a great loss, like, really great, because Nintendo's going to take everything away from me. But I know people would like it. What do I do? And I've given it a lot of thought over the, years and stuff like that I've known of Ponymon. And I think I've finally come to the conclusion that, you know what? Sometimes it's good to do things that you know your audience will like, and that you will probably have fun with as well. So, while I'm not going to give any kind of date as to when I will do a Ponymon Nuzlocke, I want you guys to know that it is in the pipeline for an eventual Let's Play. Now, the only issue I'm going to run into is getting a copy of the game. I would prefer to find a physical cartridge of it, because I know they exist out there, I've seen them, and I would prefer that because I think it'd be a lot safer than using a ROM file that pretty much anyone can just kind of put anything on, and I'd really rather not, subject myself to that kind of headache. So I'm probably going to have to figure something out with that, and like I said, that's why I'm not giving it a concrete date, because I don't have the game in my hands, and I can't just be like, yeah, we're doing it now. So until I can get that, it might be a little bit of a wait. But I want you guys to know that it is something I'm thinking of doing. And I don't know how good I'm going to be at it. It might turn really bad. It might be really good. I just don't know. But you guys seem to like Pokemon almost as much as I do. And you also, like ponies. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So, combining the two just seems like a match made in heaven. Now, today, if you don't know, or live under a rock or whatever, is the first day of the new year. It is 2017, and time for all those New Year's resolutions, and people saying they're gonna change, and yada yada yada. And I bet someone out there is probably wondering, hey Magnus, what are you gonna do? What are your resolutions for the year? Well, here's the thing, folks. My belief is that people don't change, people just are the way they are, and that's just how they're going to be. And so what I want to do personally, since I'm, going deeper and deeper into this animation hole that I've dug myself into, I want to try and get better at drawing. I'm no artist by any means, and no, I won't be posting anything online for some time until I feel I'm ready, but I do want to try and do some drawing. Actually, for Christmas, I got a nice drawing tablet and some animation books, and I plan to use them because, darn it all, they're a lot of money, and I don't feel like that's a good idea to just waste that. So, that's my plan for the year, is I'm going to get better at drawing. My end goal is to start live streaming my art, and, do that kind of stuff. Whether that'll come to fruition, who knows? Like I said, people don't change, and darn it all, I have never been able to hold down drawing to save my life. So, maybe this will end up blowing up in my face, probably. But hey, you know what? I've got to try because, darn it all, if I want to do animation, I need to learn how to draw. It's kind of important. And speaking of things that happen in the year, let's go ahead and take a look at the future games that are coming out in January. So first up, we've got on January 10th, Hatsune Miku Project Diva Future Tone. And yeah, that's a game. I actually played the latest Hatsune Miku, not the Future Tone one, but the one that released on PlayStation 4 and I believe PlayStation Vita, and I wasn't that impressed. I really thought that the first game, because I have all of them, I've just spent more time with the first and second game than I have the third one, but from what I played of the third one, I was like, this is not impressive at all. They changed a lot of things and made a lot of things a lot more worse, and it, in my opinion, is the weakest title in the series. But Future Tone looks to be something different, because it appears that the previous one, which was, I believe, Diva X, was kind of a stopgap. It was like, cool, here's a halfway point, and then we're going to release this new one. And the new one, Future Tone, seems to have like 45 songs and a bunch of content, and that makes me very happy, and I really might try and pick this up because it looks like it's going to be, the next big Hatsune Miku game. And then on the same day, looks like Night in the Woods is coming out as well. Now, Night in the Woods is kind of it's another one of those story-centric games, except it's in 2D. You play as this black cat, and it's kind of, you go around and do stuff, and you solve a mystery in a unique world. Now, this thing's been on Kickstarter for a while, and it got funded a long time ago, and it's finally coming out. And I've been waiting for this game for a long time. I'm hoping that I get to play it, because I probably will live stream it or something along that line of do something with it, because I really want to explore the world they've got and the characters they've built. So I might do that for a Let's Play, because I know I've got nothing planned for Fridays, so I need something to fill that gap, so I might do Night in the Woods. I just don't know. And then on the 12th, we actually have the Nintendo Switch presentation. Now, I know technically this isn't, a game, but it is the announcement of hopefully the release of a major console that I plan to buy. So I kind of am really excited about it. I really like the Switch's idea of being able to take the portability of a, say, DS and pop it on the big screen whenever you want. And I really, ever since I was a little kid, I've wanted stuff like that. That's why I have, the Game Boy Super and the Game Boy Advance cart player for the GameCube. I loved that idea, and I really can't wait to see what the Nintendo Switch is. I hope we get a release date, I hope we get a price, and I hope that I can put money down on it, because I want it in my life right now. And it's just going to be great, because I plan to do a lot more Let's Plays with it, and hopefully, if the rumors that Pokemon is coming to the Switch are true, that means we'll finally be able to play a more current Pokemon game on the channel, which means that, hey, you guys are going to get more Pokemon, which I still not 100% sure if you guys like Pokemon or not, but I'm going to guess that you do, because who don't like Pokemon? A lot of people actually don't like Pokemon, so I mean, that's fine, but still. I'm pretty sure you guys like Pokemon. And plus, that new Zelda game that's coming to the Switch, I just need it. I need it in my life right now. I keep seeing gameplay of it, and it's not helping my hype problem. And then on January 20th, we've got Gravity Rush 2. Like I said on the demo, I am very, very excited for this game. I can't wait to play it, and I'm probably going to do something with it. I might stream it, since we did it on Anime for the Remastered Edition, so I need it. And I can't wait to get it. And then on January 24th, we have Resident Evil Biohazard. Now, this thing's been a hot little number because it reminds a lot of people of PT. And a lot of people have really liked the demo because it's jam-packed with secrets and little Easter eggs and whatnot for you to find. And I really hope the full game's really good. I mean, I'm no, big fan of Resident Evil. I've never been one for horror games in general. But hey, you know what? I'm really excited to see how Resi does, and who knows, maybe this will be a good point in time for me to jump in on the series. It just depends on if the full game can really keep in that nice feel the demo has, because a lot of people bring up the point that PT was good because it was a short, bite-sized little bit of gameplay, but stretch it into a full game, I'm just not sure how that'll work out. Hopefully well, but we'll wait and see. And then on the same exact day, we have Yakuza 0. Now, I've never played a Yakuza game. I really have always wanted to give that series a try because it seems like, a Japanese-style Grand Theft Auto-esque game, and I love, Japan, and supposedly this is a very faithful representation of kind of what it's like to be in Japan and the kind of things you can do in Japan and stuff like that. And I really want to see, what it's like. So I probably will do something with that series. Don't know what just yet, but I really, really am excited for it. I believe this one's a prequel to the series, so it'll be a good jumping off point for me to get into the series. I really wish that they released a collection for current gen consoles, because otherwise I'm going to have to go on and try and find it on PS3 and all that, and that's just not going to be very possible. And honestly, that's about it for the major titles that I'm really excited for. There's also Digimon World Next Order, and there's also the Dragon Quest VIII remake, and Tales of Bestiria, but, I'm not, as jazzed about those as I am some of the other titles. January especially seems like a very calm month in terms of game releases. Not a whole lot of big, really huge games are coming out. I mean, there's Resi and a few others like that, but I'm really going to use this month to try and catch up on my backlog, because I just got Final Fantasy 15 and a few other games, like I got the BioShock remasters, so I really want to try and revisit those, but I'm really hopeful for the year, and hopefully we get a lot more games coming out as well. Not only that, but MLP also has Season 7 and the movie to look forward to this year as well. And hopefully my channel continues to grow and prosper and get bigger, and who knows, maybe I'll finally be, a moderately sized YouTuber instead of a tiny one. But hey, you know what? Being tiny is not all bad, especially during a live stream. Have you seen MatPat's live streaming? I mean, seriously, you can't even read the chat. It just goes a million miles an hour. But January also kind of brings about the return of school for me, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm also taking a storyboarding class as well this semester, so that's kind of also why I need to get better at drawing. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Animation really kicked my butt last semester, so who knows what's going to happen this time. Hopefully it means I get a lot more sleep, because animation really, like I said, kicked my butt. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and it really messed me up in a lot of ways. But it is something I do love, and I really, really need to get better at it, and I want to get better at it. And that's only going to happen if I keep working at it, so wish me luck! And hopefully I can balance it and my channel at the same time. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a fantastic new year. Leave in the comments down below what your New Year's changes are, or what you want to do or accomplish in the new year. But anyway, guys, I'm Ultramag64, and I'll catch you on the flip side with more crazy content, and next month for another vlog. Bye-bye!